Hey, what's up, and welcome to a new video. Today I want to talk about Path of Exile 3.14. We have now mid-March, and I think in 1 month, mid-April, we'll get the new update for Path of Exile. And I want to discuss a little bit, talk about my thoughts about harvest crafting removed from the game. Not completely removed, but the strong harvest crafting is going to be removed from the game. And 3.14, what we can expect, what I think we can expect, and yeah, let's talk a little bit. So first of all, if you don't know, there was a development manifesto, Harvest Crafting. They want to remove the OP function of harvest crafting, and here you can read. I will post a link in the video description. There is a post on Reddit, on the forum. You can find it. Basically, they just removed the OP harvest crafting that everyone liked, or I would say most of the people enjoyed harvest crafting because it was not just OP, it was very convenient, pretty good, pretty easy to make good gear, but still it's not in GGG's philosophy to have this mechanic kind of in the game. GGG's philosophy is to grind for your stuff, which is at the end basically impossible. So if you have a life and you work and you don't play 8 hours a day, you will probably have problems and you will never have tier 1 gear and OP gear, but that's good for GG because that is the point. You can't, it should be hard to achieve your goals, and that's okay. So the problem here, a lot of people are talking that the remove harvest crafting is pretty bad, and I have to say yes, it's pretty bad. It's not good. It's not a good decision, but it's understandable. Let's say this from a company perspective, from a business perspective, it is understandable that they remove it. But I have to say, first of all, it was pretty weird to hear that they're gonna remove it after just one league. And that's because of the fact that I don't like the decision that they removed it, because I think a lot of people enjoyed it. You can see here in the feedback, we have 9,000 comments, and most of them is that and most of people enjoyed harvest crafting and they should keep it in the game, but they removed it, so there is a lot of negative feedback. But let's see it from a different perspective. So they removed it, and I don't really like that they removed it because of the new players which are now playing this league or maybe previous league, and now they saw the potential of harvest crafting, deterministic crafting, how you call it, and now they remove it again. And I think probably a lot of people are turned off from this because they now enjoy the harvest so much that they don't like the old system. But the old system, the old players are used to it. They're not deterministic or more gambling crafting, let's say this. So I think new players or newer players are going to leave Path of Exile because of this, but Path of Exile is still fine because old players and other players will still play the game like before, right? Before Harvest, also a lot of people played Path of Exile because it was still a way to play it, but it was much easier with Harvest crafting. So what we can expect from this position without harvest crafting and now 3.14. I would say I was thinking about what could be the new league. And if you think like this league, we got Maven Fight, we got a pretty good expansion for bossing, new boss fights, or new boss fight. And maybe I would say like they're not pushing again new big bosses, something like this. I would rather say they make some focus on quality of life changes. I'm not sure what exactly, in what way, but I don't think it will be a big boss expansion like Maven. Or Maven was, I think, like new mechanic for bossing, new area. And maybe this league 3.14 will get some quality of life changes. I don't know, maybe some kind of loot changes, because Ritual was based on loot. They want to change the like loot mechanics in some way, and maybe we'll see another big update to loot mechanic, trade mechanic. I don't think trade mechanic, because so many people wish there would be a better trading system. And I'm setting a new trading system because Ritual League, it was a very terrible experience to trade. And for people who like to trade, and I'm not talking about solo self-found, that's totally fine. If you don't like to trade, it's totally okay. But for those people who want to play a league and they want to trade, because trading makes the life simpler, makes the gaming faster. You want to make a build pretty quick. You don't have to farm another week or whatever. You just buy your gear and you farm with your other build and whatever. So maybe there will be some changes in trading, possibly. I don't know. What do you think? Because I think that could be a possibility, like quality of life. But I don't know. What do you think? What can be the next big changes? Maybe another change could be something unexpected, hideout changes, or the change we connect to players, friends, playing with friends, joining friends, like some unexpected stuff. I'm really curious what it can be, because we had heist, we had big heist with a new region, completely new region to run these areas. People did not really enjoy heist, I would say. It was not the most popular league, and I would not say they make something like heist again now, I would say. Then we had Ritual. Ritual was pretty cool. I like the idea that you are in a map and you activate the shrine and then you get your loot. But at the end, I stopped playing Ritual, the mechanic Ritual, like where you click on Ritual and you have to wait and then you can run again. This is the problem. Like, this is why Delirium, I think, was pretty good, because you just run through the map, you finished your map and you finished your league mechanic, and this is Delirium. This is why Delirium was one of my favorite leagues, even if performance problems and other stuff, but from the league mechanic, it was pretty decent. I don't like the mechanic like heist or Ritual where you have to stop and you have to wait and like you stand there, do nothing. Basically, like if you even play Minion or so, you just start Ritual and yeah, you just chill and move on. Like the flow is not there. So maybe here we can see some changes again. I don't think there will be a new area to fight. Like the whole, like heist, there will be not new area to play the league. But maybe, I don't know. It's very hard to say. Yeah, what do you think? Another thing I was thinking is, let's talk again about Harvest a little bit. Like, GGG knew that they need something, a new crafting method to make people craft more their own gear instead of just trading or stuff like this. They want to people craft their own stuff. But then they make Harvest, and then they remove harvest because it's too OP. And now I think maybe even that they make changes in the currency system, like make people more craft, like a crafting league. That would be also a pretty good idea, I would say. Like a crafting league where they remove harvest, but then they say, hey, you know what? You now can even make better crafting options without harvest, right? Harvest is maybe still in the game, but here you have another option, which is even better than harvest. This is a selling point they can make, because now they have a little bit of a shitstorm. But yeah, after a few weeks, everyone forgets anyway about it. So maybe still this is a point where they say, hey, we make still crafting changes, and these are better changes. Some currency changes, maybe you now get more currency to craft yourself the stuff, because if you say you want to craft with exalted orbs, you have to farm exalted orbs, and that's, I would say, pretty rare exalted orbs. So it's much harder to craft something with exalted orbs or chaos orbs. Maybe we will see here some changes. At the end, I want to say that we will get 3.14 news pretty soon, and I will post videos about the newest stuff on Path of Exile. If you like the channel, you can subscribe and get the news. And I hope you enjoy it. Give me a like, I would appreciate it. And see you to the next video.